Y'all don't know how I just rushed around. I am here. Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to grab me an ink pen and open up this information so I know what I'm talking about. Whew. All right, so I'm going to start this off the same way I always started off. First of all, welcome everybody for being here. And then second, are we waiting 5 minutes or maybe 3 minutes? Or how long are we waiting today for other people to join? Whew. My hair is frizzy and I'm in my comfortable sweater. So happy Saturday. All right, 5 minutes. All right, so now they got 4 minutes because it's 2:01. And I just did the mad dash to go get me some water. What's going on, people, while we wait? What's been happening? How has everybody's week been? And, oh, I forgot from last week, we were supposed to sort of keep a journal and talk about how our communication went, but I wasn't anywhere but home last week, so I had no need to keep a journal. Oh, that's good, Deborah. That's good. At least you all set for surgery. Surgery is coming up soon. I didn't do any journaling either, so don't worry about it. We're just going to sort of move on to the topic for today. But we got like 3 more minutes. And sorry, y'all, I'm going to be drinking water throughout with my little fake Stanley mug that I got for free. For like a little 90-day habit planner that I ordered. So y'all just want to see me drinking water today. I will admit, Alicia, I am not consistent with it. It's like only when I really have something on my mind that I remember to journal anything. I think you have to be like in the mindset for journaling, and I don't think I'm 100% there. I do it, but I don't do it consistently. But luckily we all got through this week, hopefully without any major incidences throughout the week. Especially with those co-workers that we talked about last week. So all right, so we got a little bit less than a minute. I always get like antsy sitting here waiting for people because I feel like I'm sitting here doing nothing. And then I'm always kind of cutting them off before the 5 minutes is up, which is rude. But didn't see him either, Deborah. Let's see if I can wait this out till my computer says 2:05. Oh, did anybody get a chance to watch the video? I put it up late, so it kind of went up yesterday instead of Thursday. But did anybody get a chance to see it? If not, I'll kind of go back over it. Okay. It is 2:05 now. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You all are going to be getting, as you can see, the no makeup version of me today. This is the complete, I am chilling at home and just washed my hair in this frizzy kind of look today. Hope you all understand it is Saturday. So Deborah, you saw it, so that's good. But I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly go back over what I discussed in that video. So this week's video was about embracing change and growth, and it covered resilience and adapting to life transitions. It covered celebrating achievements and milestones, and it covered continuous personal development. And I'm just going to read sort of the summaries from each section. For the resilience and adapting to life transitions, that one is, did I miss it? Hold on for a sec. It's hard when you don't really know where you are. Give me 1 second. Okay. So the first one about resilience and adapting. It says resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but rather about facing them head on with courage, perseverance, and growth in a growth-oriented mindset. By cultivating resilience and learning to adapt to life's transitions, we can navigate challenges more effectively and emerge stronger and more resilient than before. And then the one for the milestones says celebrating achievements and milestones is an essential part of personal growth and development. By recognizing and honoring our successes, we not only affirm our progress, but also cultivate motivation, positivity, and resilience on our journey toward realizing our full potential. And then the last one is continuous personal development. And this one says continuous personal development is a journey of self-discovery and growth and empowerment. By investing in a lifelong learning and self-improvement, individuals can adapt to change, achieve professional successes, find fulfillment, and lead to more fulfilling lives. It's a journey that never ends with endless opportunities for growth and development. So that's kind of just like the summary in a nutshell of what I talked about. And I did sort of, so I cheated with this one, but I thought that they were pretty spot on. I went on ChatGPT and I asked him to give me some questions that would go along with what I was discussing for the week. And so it gave me 10 questions. And the first question is, how do you personally define resilience, and what are some strategies you use to cultivate it in your own life? And for me, resilience is pretty much being able to bounce back from any sort of thing that happens to you, especially unexpected things that happen to you. Sorry. And how do I cultivate that in my life? It's hard because some things happen to you and they throw you for a complete loop. So it's kind of hard to bounce back from it. But then you have to realize that you have survived all of the other bad things or all of the other challenges that you have faced, and you will survive this one. So keeping that in mind just helps you to kind of just go from that point zero of the incident to where you want to be, which that is kind of easier said than done. But that's it. I just have to keep in mind that I have to go from here. What they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I found a good t-shirt from that one. And Deborah says, I think I just don't stop living. I experience the emotion of it and move through it, which is good. I kind of feel like I'm on the same page with you as far as that one is concerned. And then Alicia? How do you define resilience? And then what are some of the strategies that you use? I know it says I have 4 people here, but I only see 3, me and 2 other people. So okay. And this is a good point. Also, Alicia says I have to pray to move through a lot. Whew, some days you cannot get through a day without somebody trying you and you having to pray about it. So understandable. I completely understand that one. And the next question is, can you share a recent achievement or milestone that you're proud of, and how did you celebrate it? Oh gosh, what was a recent achievement for me? I guess a recent achievement for me is going through and getting my LLC. So I now have Beauty Over Age LLC. Didn't really celebrate it. I just sent my sister a text message and let her know that yes, I went on and did it. And then went through and got the EIN for the IRS, and I'm working on my sales and use tax license because I have plans in my head of things that I want to do. So I am going to count that as like my most recent achievement. It is hard. It's hard to think of something, which is what Deborah was saying. It's hard to think of something, but I feel like your achievements are sort of on the same line as my achievements, if you want to say that. And then you also, I have to give you your achievements. Oh, here's one, girl. I scheduled with a business mentor, no celebration. And I want to know how that goes because I haven't done that yet. Like, have you gotten any call or anything? I haven't heard anything else about it except that you did it. But let's celebrate. And Alicia said, I actually didn't get upset while talking to my mom. So that's my achievement. She can be difficult. Deborah, she can be difficult. We understand how moms are. It is that mother-daughter relationship. Sometimes your mother thinks she can say whatever she wants to say to you, and you are not supposed to get angry back at her, that type of thing. So I completely understand that is an achievement to talk to your mother without getting angry. And Deborah agrees. She said definitely. And thank you so much, Alicia. The next one is, what does continuous personal development mean to you, and how do you incorporate it into your daily or weekly routine? Girl, talk about getting popped in your mouth. Like, these kids don't understand the danger of a parent and how you better not speak to them. Like, now they say what they want. They didn't have that same fear that we had, unfortunately. But what does continuous personal development mean to me? To me, it means that as long as you live every day, you are going to be learning something new. And I actually did I have to check and see, a free trial of Skillshare, because there are things that I know I am not strong with. I don't know anything about. and they have a lot of, I want to call them freelancers, or a lot of people who have been doing this certain thing that you want to learn, and they are on Skillshare to teach you. So I've been not even consistently, I need to get my act together, going on Skillshare to learn some new skills. And I actually have like books on like marketing and building a brand and different things like that. Things that I think will be in my best interest or pertain to what I'm doing now. I tend to want to grab a book and read about it. And Alicia says, yes, learning new things. I want to start traveling more, experiencing new cultures, and loving my own culture as well. Listen, so I was watching YouTube last night, and it's this guy, I think his name is Fel Tommy, but he's from Ghana, but he's living in China, or working and living in China right now. And his videos were so interesting. Like, he would walk through the neighborhoods and just like introduce himself to the people and ask them a whole bunch of questions. And he made it seem like, you know how we feel like people in China are one way. They are completely welcoming, and the places that he went to is like off the beaten path. He's not taking you to like the touristy areas of China. He's taking you to like where the people actually live and work and hang out. So interesting. I don't know how he got on my suggested, but he did, and I enjoyed watching. Like, I watched like maybe 4 or 5 of his videos last night. And then Deborah says, I agree with you on severing different life platforms in many different ways. Some skills can be painful to learn. Some can be amazing. Absolutely. Because some things you have to learn the hard way. So completely agree with that. If you I don't know, can I type it here? I don't know if let me see if I can type his name in. So this is his name. That's how his name is spelled, and that's the name of his YouTube channel if you all want to check him out. I was so into the first one I watched, and I'm going off topic, sorry, but it was interesting. The first one I watched, he went to one of those places where they clean your ears. And it sounds like it's on the street, but it's not on the street. It's actually a shop, but the front of the shop was like wide open and you can just walk in like in a mall or something, but it was outside. And the people in there they like gathered around him because they're not used to seeing Black people. And they touched his hair. They asked him a bunch of questions. They did ask to touch his hair first though. They asked him a bunch of questions. She was really nice and really informative to him about what his ears looked like and that he needed, like he had some bleeding in his ear. And it was so interesting. So interesting. And it's funny because everything he paid for, I noticed they had like this app on the phone. They always scan the phone to pay for stuff. Even the little vendors riding their little bike selling fruit on the street. No cash. They just scanned the little like barcode and paid that way. But so that's what I learned. That's what I learned watching that guy like that. And it was so interesting. The way he does his videos is so interesting. So did he get his hair done in another video? I don't think I watched that one. I know he mentioned that he gets his hair done braided like every 2 weeks or something. He had somebody do like a scalp massage or something, and they did that little thing where they put that scope in your hair and you can see the hair follicles and stuff. He did that I saw, but yeah, he's really interesting to watch. So the next question that I have is, have you experienced a significant, yeah, I think that was the one. Have you experienced a significant life transition recently, and how did you navigate it? What lessons did you learn along the way? If you consider this a life transition, I guess it kind of is. I had a hysterectomy back in November. I don't feel like I had to navigate it because I felt like it was the best thing that I could have ever done. I was already sort of postmenopausal, so I didn't need the uterus anyway. And even my primary doctor was saying that he's been trying to get his sisters and them to sort of have one too, because he said all the uterus does is sit around and cause you more of an incidence of having cancer. So don't ask me where that came from, but that's what he said. So I had it removed, and I feel like my life has been so much better. I have not had an increase in any of those postmenopausal symptoms. And yeah, I don't feel like it's anything that I kind of had to navigate except the immediate post-op stuff, and that wasn't even that bad. But yeah, that's what I would consider a significant life transition. I threw my uterus in the trash. So there's that. I promise you. I promise you. Alicia says she needs a hysterectomy. I promise you, please look into it. Let me be kind of transparent. So I had a fibroid that was calcified because I had a procedure before for fibroids, and it did what it was supposed to do. It kind of turned it into a rock. So with that, it was like pressing on my bladder, and I was never feeling like I was empty in my bladder, and having other issues as well. But that has been such a 180-degree improvement since I got rid of that calcified fibroid on my uterus. Now my uterus it was like on the, I guess, outside of it. So I had my uterus here and then another thing on top of it like this. Yeah, but I had to go outside of my normal insurance to other insurance because I had doctors who were not really listening to me. So I had to take my matters into my own hands and my own healthcare into my own hands and go somewhere else and get it done. And I am very glad I did. And Deborah says, after September, after injuring my knees, my quality of life decreased significantly. I had to learn to rely on people to help me. So hard for me. Yes, it is hard for you, girl. It is. And I'm so glad that you are going to be getting something done very soon about your knee. So there's that. So yeah, that's a significant what is it? A significant life transition. And then you're going to be going into a significant life transition. And then Alicia said, I have a fibroid that is lying in my back. It's wide as my back. It's awful. I cannot bend over. Ma'am, have you even talked to the doctor about getting a hysterectomy like yesterday? That sounds huge. And you can't bend or stand long because it's pressing on something. It's like pressing on a nerve or something. It has to be. That sounds miserable. Yours sounds worse than mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. But yours sounds worse than mine was. And don't be like afraid of recovery, because people will scare to death. They will scare you to death, and everybody's experience is different. So don't listen to your friends 100% of the time, because they don't always know what they're talking about. They give it to you from their point of view. But I didn't really have any issues. I was just happy that I got done what I got done. And Deborah says the OBGYN twins say do it. So please, yes, we do both work in OBGYN. And we hear the horror stories. I've been bleeding, soaking a pad in an hour or less. And it started happening 2 days ago and I'm lightheaded and whew. So please. And Alicia says she did talk to a doctor, but we were getting a few other opinions because my doctor doesn't want to do it. So is your doctor male or female? Which I guess it doesn't really make a difference because my doctor was female and she just didn't seem impressed. she just kept saying that, well, your fibroid feels the same as it did when I checked it the last time. And that was it. And then I had to go to somebody else who was like, wow. So, yeah. I mean, what do you want? Like, if this is something that you want, I would be telling them, like, emphasizing the symptoms that I'm having and how it's affecting my quality of life. Male. I don't do females because they don't care. I do find that males tend to be, I don't know about them not caring, but I do know that males are a little bit more gentle, at least in my opinion, than women are. But the one that did my hysterectomy, she was rough now, but she listens, and yeah, I really like her. So I transferred my kid completely to her. But yeah, what do you want though? Because if you are feeling like at this point that a hysterectomy is all that is going to relieve your symptoms, I would consider it. And yeah, I would go ahead and get those other opinions. Absolutely, I would. He's not the only OBGYN in the world. All right, so we are going to go to number 5. What are some challenges you face in prioritizing personal development, and how do you overcome them? So as far as personal development, I have considered, let me go back real quick. Alicia says, I only have back pain. I don't have any issues like others with cramps or heavy bleeding. Back pain is enough. Back pain. I was having back pain too. I wasn't having bleeding because I was postmenopausal. But if it's the fibroid that's definitely causing you any issue, do get other opinions and see what people say. Please get other opinions and see what other people say. All right. Chapstick on the lip, sorry. As far as the challenges for me for prioritizing personal development, I keep going back and forth with whether I want to get my RN. At this point in my life, I don't know that I want to, because I think that right now I just want to pursue other interests other than nursing. You're very welcome, Alicia. But the challenges that I was having when I was going to school for nursing is that some of the classes that I needed were not available during the time that I was available. Like, I was at work and the classes were during the day. So I think that's one of the major things that made me stop. And now, like I was saying before, a lot of the things that I want to learn, I can go online and learn. Like, I was doing lynda.com, which is now LinkedIn, and Skillshare, and you can learn a lot just by going online. They have a lot of online, like do they have one like through Duke University? What is that one that I did when we first had COVID, and it was some COVID thing that I got some kind of certification for? But many things are available online and you can do them in your own time. So that's how I've been doing it. And Alicia says, I need to finish a few classes to get my RN, even if I may not go work. You just want to say, I'm an RN, which is fine, because if I got my RN at this point, that's probably what I would be doing too. No, I take that back, because I'm still kind of working in nursing and I need to get paid what I'm worth. So yeah, I'd probably work a year or two and say, I'm an RN, kick rocks. But yeah, there's so much that you can kind of learn on, like, not as far as nursing though, but there are so many things that you can learn online in your own time. And Deborah says, it seems that every time I want to go back to school, something big happens in my life. Yeah. Yeah. But also, college is online. A lot of the classes are online. And Alicia says, yes, because I'm retired now. So she wants to be an RN. You can still say I was an RN. And Deborah said, I couldn't start my RN this semester. Yeah, because you got surgery coming up. So there's that. But then some of your classes online though, because the whole time that you are out, you can be doing classes. So that's something to think about too. And then the next one is, how do you stay motivated and focused on your goals during times of uncertainty or setbacks? So this is going to sort of piggyback on the previous question. We're not even talking about nursing for me anymore, because I would just happily keep my LPN and do what I'm doing now and be happy with that. And in the meantime, I am over here in my own space trying to build my own business and my own brand. So that's where my mindset is right now, because it's kind of new. I had a business before, but I feel like I was just in the space of doing what everybody else was doing. And this time I am taking my time. And obviously that business failed. Taking my time to do, I mean, it's still going to be sort of sales, but to do things a little bit differently. I want to be giving out information as well as products that I think will go along with the things that align with my brand. And my brand is going to be on focusing on women over 40. So any of the things that we would, well, women over 40, beauty, health, and spirituality. So that sort of gives me a wide range of things that I could do, but still with the focus of women over 40. And Deborah says, ditto twin. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I think it's something about when you get a certain age, you don't want to answer to other people. So, And Deborah says, I notice how you research the background of the things that you want to offer. Absolutely. Especially because I've been sort of sampling, making these different oils, and I need to know what these oils do. What is the purpose? What are the ingredients? What do the ingredients do to enhance the oil and stuff like that? And then things that I want to offer that are not sort of handmade. I need to make sure that it is something that is in alignment and something that's going to be useful for us old girls. So there's that. So stay tuned in the future. We'll see what happens. But yes, I don't know. Did I hear from either one of y'all? Y'all just listening to me talk about challenges? No, staying motivated and focused. I'm gonna put this on the screen. It was yeah, I do think that my facial oil is one of the things that I am going to be bringing back. I feel like you used your whole one and I never used my whole one because I had all these other skincare products. But the facial oil is for mature skin. So we'll just leave it at that. And it's a moisturizing facial oil. And Alicia really never tried what? I'm a little confused. Oh, you really never, do you mean you really never tried to stay motivated or focused on goals? I don't understand. Oh, girl, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that'll be one of the products that I do bring back. So Deborah really enjoyed it though, and then tried to find something else to replace it, and she couldn't. So that's like so when did I do this? Oh gosh. Oh, here's my book right here. I can tell you. So this was the old brand, but I still have like recipes and stuff in this book. And that was, I'm gonna tell you when I started, somewhere around when I started. It had to be like 2020 or something like that. Was it, Deborah? I can't remember. Let's see. I thought I had like something in here. No, that's my this is the book with the recipes in it. My other book with that information is over here, like with other notebooks and stuff. But I feel like it was like 2020, 2021. So it wasn't even 2021. It had to be like, no, was it before the pandemic? It was before the pandemic. Um, but yeah, I was doing like the lip. Now I was doing okay. We were doing the lip gloss. We were doing the lip serum that I had, which I might bring back. We were doing liquid lipsticks. We were doing eyeshadows, which I still have my eyeshadow palettes here because that's just history for me, and I'm not throwing them away. I would show them to you, but that means I would have to get up and go get them, and I don't feel like it. But yeah, it was like sort of trying to create my own makeup brand, and everybody was doing a makeup brand at the time. So this time there will probably be no makeup unless it's from a well-known brand. And I did not mean to be discussing this. um, it is going to it's going to be beauty products, but it's going to be more like beauty devices. It's going to be some of the oils that I come out with, like my little cuticle oil and lash and brow serum, stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot to learn. And Deborah says, I have so many goals that I need to organize. Got to do research. Got to do research, I guess, on the property of her teas, keep up with fashion trends, learn about making my own apparel by hand. And it was shortly after you moved that I did it. I don't even remember what that is. Yep, bringing back the brow oil as well. And Alicia said, that's great that you started your business. I pray it grows and that God shows you which way to go. Thank you so much. I am very what do I want to say? Enthusiastic and motivated right now. So I am in this room a lot. I know my husband, I know it's driving him crazy because I'm always in here because I'm always looking something up, or I'm trying to make an oil because the oils kind of have to sit um for like 2 to 8 weeks before they are at their full oomph. And yeah, 2019. Okay, Deborah, it was 2019. So that was a while ago. So I have learned a few things from having that business. And so now I'm just going to take my time. And I think that I probably won't really start announcing anything until I feel like I completely, well, not completely, because you can never be completely ready, but until I have it enough to where I want it. And then we'll start talking about it on my channel outside of the lives. All right. So the next question is, can you share a personal growth or learning experience that has had a profound impact on your life? And I feel like we just kind of went over that I had that 5 o'clock beauty, which my goodness, I still feel like 5 o'clock beauty is my baby, but because I really enjoy doing it. And at the same time, I really didn't know what I was doing. So that was probably doomed to fail in the first place. So I'm going to be doing things differently this time. Like what Deborah was saying, that she got a mentor. I think I'm going to get a mentor and somebody who can help me more with like marketing and with like business operations and management. It's kind of hard trying to remember to keep up with when you have to file your taxes and all the other paperwork that's due and profit and loss and all that type of stuff. So yeah, definitely going to be getting a mentor, probably going to be signing up for one when we finish with this live. But yeah, that business taught me a lot. It also taught me that this is something that I want to do. I really enjoyed it. I always got happy when I heard that cha-ching on Shopify when I got a sale. But yeah, that's what that kind of taught me a lot. I feel like I skipped one, but we'll go back to it. And Deborah said, my growth started when I started making my journals and selling on Amazon. I was hit with the fact that things will not happen overnight. Absolutely. But if you want it, you have to keep going and expanding, which is absolutely true. And I think somebody told me something about was it Coca-Cola? It was some famous brand. Like it took them years before they kicked off. And we have the habit, and I think I mentioned this in another live, of comparing our beginning to somebody else's middle. And you see how well they're doing. You're like, why is it not happening for me? It's because you have to like grow through it and learn what it is that you need to learn before you can start ramping up and getting where those people are. So there is that. And I'm going to go back to the one that I skipped over. And it says, who are some of your biggest sources of inspiration or role models when it comes to personal growth and development? I am, oh gosh, this is going to sound so cliche, but I am going to have to say that it wasn't brown girl culture. It was, what is the name of your other brand, Deborah? I cannot remember. Oh, something, Divine Ink Boutique. When you started doing those, and then I saw how you were like going forward and doing the TikTok posts and the IG posts and having your what do you call them? The table. Forgot what you call that. The table where you put everything up, especially the one that I was at with you at the mall. All that stuff kind of motivated me to restart what I had going on. And Deborah says, and we don't know what the hell they went through starting their business. Absolutely. But anybody else have a source of inspiration or a role model when it comes to personal growth or development? And Deborah would say, I'd have to say World Envision? Two Black guys who built their business from the ground up. They have apparel business. Are they on YouTube? Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on to number 9. What are some practical tips? What are some practical tips or resources you would recommend to others who are looking to embark on their own personal development journey? They have a podcast. Let me read that again. What are some practical tips or resources you would recommend to others who are looking to embark on their own personal development journey? First of all, I would say to actually just kind of sit down and do like a real like heart to heart with yourself. I would say also Google is your best friend. Look for things on Google that you may be interested in. And Deborah says a life coach or a mentor, which is absolutely. Yeah, Google is your best friend. You can look for a life coach or a mentor on Google. And then we are going to go to the last one. How do you balance the desire for personal growth with the need for self-care and relaxation in your life? I don't have that balance yet. I am going to go ahead and say it. I tend to get into things and stay into them and just keep doing it and don't have any self-care whatsoever. Hence, my hair at least is clean, but it's looking kind of crazy right now. but I knew I wanted to come on and do this live stream. So at least my face is not ashy, but it's moisturized. But yeah, self-care kind of goes out of the window when you get into stuff that sort of interests you and sort of expands your horizons. You just go, what do they call it? You dive in, what is it? Into a, now I can't remember. You go rabbit hole. You go into the rabbit hole. And then Deborah says, oh my God, I get so overwhelmed. Then I have a fibromyalgia flare and I have to self-care, because if you don't do something for your body is going to force you to have to do it. So there's that. And then Alicia says, encourage thyself. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have this thing of seeing people doing things, and then I'd be like, what am I doing with my life? And then absolutely you need that encouragement. Because I know I have like goals and aspirations, but then you're like, okay, I'm not doing anything towards those goals. Ooh, listen, this is funny, because one of those goals and aspirations is to save some money. This is so on time, because I just printed out and put in these little sheets. I found this thing, the 12-month, and I'm 12-month savings challenge. And you know how they have that whole year savings? This breaks it down into the different months. So it has like a $500 savings challenge for January. Then you have February, and it's like saving $500 a month. And it just breaks down the different months, and you just check them off. And I put them in the sheet protector, so I was like, I can use a dry erase marker and just reuse this thing over and over again. So, yep. And then I have November and then December on the back. So, yep, that is one of my goals. So I print these sheets out. I can make these sheets available if you want me to. I have to figure out how to do it. And then I can put it into one of those Google, what is it? The Google file that you can send to people. And yep, just let me know if you all want them, and I'll figure out how to attach it to this, I guess, to this video. Yeah, Google Docs, that's the one. I can see how I can put it into Google Docs so it's available. So that's that. That is our live stream for today. And let me tell you what next week is going to be about. Next week is going to be about mindfulness and meditation. I feel like I talk about that all the time. It is going to be techniques for mindful living, guided meditation for self-love, and integrating mindfulness into daily life. So that is what the topic is going to be for next week. And thank you all so much for joining me today. And Deborah says, I always get something out of these lives. I'm so glad, because that's what I want. I'm always nervous to do these. And even though it's only a couple of people who join, I'm always happy to do them. And Alicia, you have a great rest of your day as well. I appreciate you all showing up for me today. And I appreciate learning something from you all. And I hope you all learn something from me. Have a great day, you all. And I will see you, if you are available, on next Saturday at 2:00. Bye.